Okay, dear students, now we are back to our new session, Geography second lesson. Now we are going to discuss about plains. So, what do you mean by plains? Plains means flat surface with very gentle slope. Okay, flat surface with gentle slopes are known as plains. Most plains are lowlands. Some plains are extremely level. Some of the plains we can say so extreme level, some are lowlands. Okay, types of plains. You can see there are coastal plain, flood plains, and then peneplains and river basins. These are the different types of plains. Now let us see, plains are found in various places like bottoms of mountain valley, the tops of plateau, beds of large dry lakes, and so on are called coastal. So coastal plains we can find usually plains where below the bottom of a plateau as well as mountains. Coastal plains are found along the margin of seas and oceans. What do you mean by coastal plain? These coastal plains we can find along the margins of seas as well as oceans. Floodplains are found the banks of rivers, and rivers, glaciers and winds break off and carry away the pieces. Like another thing, river, glacier and winds, they are doing weathering. Okay, and after weathering what will happen? They carry the broken particles of rock and will deposit in some other places, and gradually what will happen? Gradually it is smoothened to form nearly level plain, and these are known as peneplains. Deposited plains are known as peneplains, deposited plains. And another one, when rivers, winds or glaciers slow down, they drop the material they carry. Plains are formed when the deposited material spread evenly over a land. Where how these plains are formed? When the deposited material spread evenly over the land, continuously spreading something like, then plains are formed. Then many plains are, one is a river basin. A river basin is the land over which a river and its tributaries flow. The formed by river as well as its tributaries. This one is known as river basins. River basin is a land, we can say so. It's a place where a river and its tributaries flow. Then a river wash away material from the mountains, and mountains down, and they flow. When the rivers reach a gentle slope, they slow down and start depositing the material. When they carry the material from the mountain slope or the plateau slope, then when they reach to the slopy plain area, then what they will do it, their speed will reduce and their force will reduce, then automatically they will deposit there. The deposited material is known as alluvium. And another one we can see, the plains which are formed by depositing these alluvium are known as alluvial plains. The plains which are formed by depositing these alluvium, these are known as alluvial plains. For example, Murray-Darling Basin, Paraguay and Uruguay Basin, then Great Plains of North America are some of the example. Then deposition of material on the bed reduces the depth of a river in the plains, and that is what another. First what they will do, they will deposit the material on the bed bottom of a river, and that will reduce its depth. Okay. and so what will happen, its level, water level will increase and width will increase. Then next time when unexpected flood happens, while because of rain or melting of ice, unexpected flood may take place, then what will this deposited material from the bottom of a river will carry and deposit it to the bank of a river. Okay, and this is known as a flood plain. This will follow many years, and gradually that will become like a plain, that is known as a flood plain. And now as a river moves slowly in the plains, its course formed broad and S shaped while it is moving slowly, and because of bed deposition and all, its width will increase, and then what will happen, like a snake it will start to move. This is known as meanders. Then after many years, what will happen, this deposition will increase, and afterwards what will happen, that some type of island may form. This island through when water reach to the island, this island will break a river into two, and again some island again two, and like this this will divide into many branches, and these branches are known as distributaries. And now let us go to importance of plains. Importance of plains. So alluvial plains are generally formed. Alluvial plains, what they are, generally formed at the present level of land, and since the fertility of land, plain area are used for doing agriculture purpose, and what availability of, because of availability of water, what they will do it, that will be used for industrial purposes too. People likes to make industry or build industry near water basin, and plain area is good for transportation too. Either it is land transportation to make roads and all, it is easy, and water transportation can be done easily, and these are the importance of a plain area. Now let us see landforms and people. Our lives are many shaped by the landforms around us. Landforms always determine what kind of houses we built. According to the land, we are making the houses shape too. Okay, and our food material, that also according to landform it can be. So what about the life in the mountain? On mountains is usually cold even in summer, and it is hard to grow crops. That is what a climatic change, cold climate we will get on mountain places. And not only that, it is difficult to grow crops too, and there is a very little level land for growing crops. And some particular type of agriculture product can be produced, like rice, maize, buckwheat, millet, potato, pea, beans, tea, are some of the crops are grown near the mountain areas. Okay, now let us see, sheep and oats are reared for meat and wool. Oats are give milk too, and now goats and sheep, they are good for grazing in that area. So yaks are reared in Himalaya for milk, and in short we can say we are animal husbandry, that is good for mountainous place, mountain places. Okay, and now the houses in the mountains usually have a sloping roof, so that rainwater can snow and slide easily off them. So mountain places, their houses are something like a slopy roof they have. Why? Because water can easily flow through it. Then next one, like wood and stone is difficult to, many houses are made of locally available things, mountain areas, because the transportation is difficult, that is why they are using local things to make houses. like a wood, a stone, and etc. Okay.